The short answer is no, but I think it's a more complex explanation of why I think that is. So one is that there's just, some of it is just inertia, which is, look, if you force people to interact with you through much more rigid digital channels, you are inherently placing more work on the part of the person that may be using a human readable form. If I can just fill out a form very quickly, or I can fill out a PDF even, sometimes that's just easier for the person. The other thing is that, especially as we get into more and more applications of machine learning and more applications of decision automation, that's where I think it becomes a much bigger challenge, which is, you think about all the data that exists in the world, and we'd like to talk about how the amount of digital data is growing at exponential rates, and especially over the last couple of years with COVID and adoption of digital channels, that's absolutely true. But there's still a lot of information that exists in people's head, and that is a fundamental thing that doesn't change just because I put technology, just because I put something between us. Like, you still need a way to communicate back and forth between people. And I think that means there will always be a role to play for these documents. And if those aren't accessible to the digital world, then how do you expect the machines to do any work if you don't make those things accessible to them?